Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. I was just doing a spot of reading. In fact, Keanu Reeves' Guide to Kindness. 50 Simple Ways to Be Excellent. So, it's number 27, Say No to Fast Fashion. Mr. Keanu Reeves, you're a wise man. Keanu has been photographed numerous times wearing the same old shoes covered with tape to stop them falling apart. Say no to fast fashion, say yes to getting your shoes fixed, Keanu. That is totally excellent. I thought it was high time that I shared my favourite menswear designers. There's so many to choose from. I mean, where do you start? Well, we're going to start in my backyard. In fact, it'll be in Australia, and I'm going to show you 5 of my favourite menswear designers, why I like them, who they are, and my pick from their current collection. So, in no particular order, let's start with a wonderful brand out of Sydney called Commas. Now, Commas is resort luxury at its finest. Think swim, think poolside, think leisure, think lounging. Commas really epitomizes classic seaside lounge and leisure wear. What I really love is that they have hand-painted silk combination shirts and shorts, and my favorite piece right now is actually a camp collar woven shirt in a silk blend with a beautiful piece of artwork on it, and it's just something that's totally worth looking at. So I would highly recommend checking out Commas. That would be number 1. And yeah, cool story. They started out in 2017 and they exploded into the scene. You know, they got picked up by Matches Fashion very quickly and being sold there. But you see that Sydney sensibility, and they've got a real feel to it that has an Australiana and luxury Australiana sense. So check out Commas. That is number 1. Number 2 is Pool. Now this is a design duo out of Melbourne, and they're only a couple of years old, only a really small range, but really, really beautiful. Similar concept in that they're doing that loungy sort of vibe. Beautiful swim trunks. I'm wearing a pair of their swim trunks over this last summer that I really, really love. They're really comfortable. They've got everything in the right places. The pockets, the length of them is really comfortable. The actual fabric takes a while to dry, but they just feel so good in the water that I don't really care, to be honest. Now these can be worn, you know, from beach to bar as well. So they've got that tailored expression. You can see that in the pocketing and the treatments and finishes. It comes from a heritage, you know, these brothers that have made this collection have, you know, a mum that's been in the game her whole life. So they're steeped in heritage as a design duo. So check out Pool. My favorite piece would be the swim trunks that I'm speaking of, and you know they specialize in really high quality menswear. So check out Pool. I think you'll love them. Third designer is out actually based in the Northern Rivers now, and their brand is called Charlton. Now Charlton Store or Charlton Studio, you'll find really beautiful, relaxed, comfortable leisure wear with a touch of tailoring in amongst there. The fabrications are beautiful. I really love in particular the seersucker that they're working with, but they're also doing a really fine lightweight merino wool. So Australian merino wool is now being used in shirting from brands all over the world. I have one from a UK label at the moment called King and Tuckfield, and it is absolutely beautiful. The Charlton are doing these really simple, plain, basic fabrications. I love that they use seersucker. I love that they use merino wool. Their Japanese herringbone cotton is also beautiful. And I would say my favorite piece at the moment would be their pale blue merino woven shirt, so knit shirt, sorry. So that has a button front. It's got a fine white stripe around the bottom as well. Very, very cool. Could be worn with a lot of things. Sort of thing you could probably be still reading stories to your grandkids and wearing the same shirt. It's one of those absolute keepers. Charlton, check it out. Fourth designer is out of Melbourne, and it is a brand called Informale, started by a guy called Steve Calder, and his heritage is he's a Kiwi guy that's been based in Australia for a long time, worked with Hermenegildo Zegna, and started this beautiful relaxed tailoring lifestyle collection. Now, He's got a jungle jacket in there, which harks back to the Vietnam War sort of days. And he also has a French worker's jacket, which is a shirt jacket out of a brushed cotton, which I love. So hard to pick a favorite there, but really doing beautiful things. Handcrafted in Melbourne, so I love the Australian made feel and keeping it really simple. He only ever does about 4 colors in anything, which is really beautiful and clever and very easy to pair back with multiple things. So you would easily be able to wear a shirt jacket like that for a long, long time with a lot of different things. You can dress it up or dress it down. Informale, check it out. Now, my last designer is in the traditional tailoring sense, of Italian-inspired tailoring, is Mr. Patrick Johnson, or P. Johnson. So P. Johnson is Sydney-based, but now are all over the world, including the US and the UK. And you have a real experience when you walk into one of their studios. So, you know, they're Australiana, but with a really clean sense of style and occasion. So you really feel like you're in an experience when you go into one of their studios. Their tailoring has that, you know, old school, almost a sense of something that you've seen your dad or your grandpa wearing, and that just is timeless and you'll absolutely be able to keep for a long, long time. And what I really love, I saw this a little while ago from these guys, is their sense of occasion with regards to tuxedos. They do this beautiful champagne tuxedo with a black lapel, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think that you're going to do something really special on your wedding day. You can certainly look at what those guys are doing. P. Johnson, originally based in Sydney, but you can find them all over the place. Check out their tuxedos. I think they're beautiful and absolutely, you know, high level tailoring, really beautiful quality. Now that's my 5 top menswear designers in Australia, but I wanted to add an extra one. Christian Kimber out of Melbourne is doing some really cool, you know, classic menswear, but really specializing in the texture and treatments of his finishes. I think that, you know, if you look at what they're doing, particularly in coats, Melbourne's a great city for coats, and the coats and tailoring there, I think are second to none. So check out Christian Kimber. Started out as a sneaker designer and just branched out into, you know, a small capsule of menswear, and yeah, it's really, really cool. So check that out. There you have it, my top 5 plus 1 men's tailoring and menswear in Australia. I hope you like them. Tell me what you think. Subscribe, get the notifications so that you don't miss any of my versatile style clips. And we're gonna probably jump into Italy next. Sound okay? We'll see you for my top 5 Italian menswear designers soon.